Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy, whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's jump right in to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team, and they're bringing attention to your protection. There's something here about the fact that you are indeed protected. But your protection has more to do with the spiritual depth of your energy, the deepest part of yourself, the part of you that you've kept hidden, the part of you that you did not want to reveal to the world around you. And this is about the inside of you. And even in that, the higher energy is making note of the protection of it. And not only that, you're protected. The higher energy is making note of your power because your platform of power is here also, highlighting or signifying that there is something here that is in need of protection, and it has to do with your power. They're bringing attention to your power because you need to be fueled. You need to be energized. You need to have a certain degree of confidence, a certain degree of security in yourself to be able to handle the amount of people that is activated by way of your energy. The community ring is showing up here, letting me know that there is a community of people around you that is connected to your energy that will benefit from your frequency. They're here. You have made it to the space where your energy has belonging, and the alarm bell is here, confirming that you are indeed in the space that you've always longed to be, or you're headed to the space that you always longed to be, which is in a position of power, which is in a position of leadership, assisting the paradigm around you to advance themselves, elevate themselves, or to contribute your energy for a higher good. The way is being made open for you. It is very clear here. Some of you may have found your people. Some of you may have found the right kinds of people that you can associate with, that can bring forth your power and it be accepted, it be embraced and honored in the way that you deserve. You're coming out of a very tumultuous cycle where your energy may have been disrespected, disregarded, or reduced down to a low vibration where you did not quite feel like you had value. But now the stones are turning or revealing that it is you all along that has carried this high level of power. And they are putting in place a level of energetic protection surrounding the deepest part of yourself so that you can step forth in the way that you see fit. To step forth as a leader, to step forth in the community as someone of high status, someone of value based on your energetic frequency alone. Yeah, this energy is radiating on the deepest part of you, because it's in the water, it's in the depths of the water, which is aligning itself with the very vibration of this planet in relationship to the deepest part of the ocean. Oh, it goes deep. It is getting deep for you. But you've always been a person of depth. I can see it here in the stones. Your aura may have came off as mysterious, as unique because of this capacity that you have It shows up in the realm of the spirit. It shows up in your energy. And it's hard to quantify this because it's in the realm of the spirit. It's intangible. But now the energies are breaking its way through to protect this part of you. Something unique here in the energies that is advancing or elevating this part of yourself to show up in the world, to be felt by the world. And it may come off as where did this person come from? It's almost as if you have randomly appeared out of thin air, but you have been here all along, cultivating this part of yourself. Your aura is showing up very uniquely. Your DNA or your fingerprint is yours alone. The FBI can identify you by your fingerprint, your unique signature. This is what your aura is speaking to. Your unique signature. It is spiritual. And when people feel you and people get in contact with you, they're wondering, where does this energy come from? Who are you? And you have this ability to connect with people. You meet no strangers. You know how to navigate or connect with people where they are. The fluidity of your energy, though it is mysterious in nature, however, it takes people down. And I don't mean dragging people down to a low level. What I'm explaining here has to do with you taking people down to the depths of their energy. You go deep. You're not the kind of person that particularly engages or likes small talk because it keeps you on the surface level. You don't like to be in the top of the water. But sometimes you pop out like a blue whale or a great orca. And people are quite interested or intrigued, pulling out their phones to see this great whale showing up on the top levels of the ocean, because most of the time they sink down below. They stay in the deepest part of the ocean where they feel comfortable, where you thrive, where you advance. And when you connect with people on small talk or on the surface level, you kind of get irritated. You kind of get uncomfortable with it. When you look up and it's 5 minutes deep in a conversation, you say, where is this going? Who are you? What are you about? Who are you and where are you? You want to dive deep into the person's energy. You want to know about them. You want to know their story. And they will tell you. That's what I mean by you taking people down. Taking people down to the deepest part of themselves. Engaging in their world in a space where they never tell people. You go down to their level, communicating with them about their deepest secrets, their deepest challenges, the hurdles that are presented in their worlds. This is the space where you thrive. And this is your unique capacity. This is the mysteriousness or the wonder of your energy. You are one of the 9th wonders. That's why people are wondering who you are. That's why people are ready to capture your energy or your essence whenever you come out or pop out into the open, pop out on the top level. They want to take a picture with you. They want to confirm or create some degree of evidence, whether it's a picture, whether it's a caption, whether it's something. Take a snapshot of your energy being present around them. That's what the energy is on. But counter to this energy is your obstacle stone showing up here right underneath your pyramid stone surrounding your mysterious energy. What is this obstacle about? You may be having difficulties with this process. It may be a fear of dealing with people or engaging with people. You may be uncomfortable with expressing yourself. I'm getting something around you not feeling comfortable with expressing this deepest part of yourself to people. You rather not talk. Or if you do talk, you feel like you may need to be picture perfect in order to be accepted, in order to be received. I don't know what it is, but I would like to dive into the cards to see what this obstacle is about. What is the obstacle about that the collective is currently dealing with at this time? And the cards that came out were dimensional changes, soul tribe, treaty, inner peace, and quench thirst. And what I'm downloading here is that you are highly advanced and you may be dealing with shifting in and out of energies because of your spiritualness or your spirituality or your elevation in the spirit world. You segueing yourself down to reality. In and out of dimensions, you're dealing with the changes of the energetic frequency of being in many different worlds. Oh, what I'm seeing, give me 1 second, I'm getting another download. What I'm seeing is that you're being pulled by an irresistible energy that is forcing you in contact with your soul tribe, with the right kinds of people. And you may be second guessing if these people are the kinds of people you need to connect with due to your history of being burned by connecting with the wrong kinds of people. You may be second guessing or questioning people's intentions or motives of why they want to be around you, or if their energy is elevated enough to be around you. You're making peace with your inner self and connecting with the kinds of people where you can create a peace treaty or some contract in order to safeguard yourself from the negative energies. These are like boundaries and standards on a spiritual level. Yeah, you are connecting with the right kinds of people, but in order to protect yourself due to the challenges that you have endured by connecting with the wrong kinds of people, you have inserted a certain system here to articulate who you are, what your standards are, what your boundaries are before you even engage in a connection with people. You may be doing it on the top level. What I'm seeing is that you may be connecting with 2 or 3 people and you may be incorporating a spiritual inventory. You're trying to gauge where they are and who they are before you step forth. This is securing your inner peace. You need this to secure your peaceful state, your energetic state. But you also have a desire to quench the thirst of your loneliness, of you being in isolation and you longing to be around people. You're longing to connect with right kinds of people, to be in community with the world around you. That's your deepest desire. And now that it is showing up in your world, this obstacle that's here is your challenge with incorporating a system that helps you vet out people that may not be conducive to you. You may be getting a whiff of that as you step out. You're seeing that, no, you're not the kind of person that is conducive to me. And then you're also seeing that, oh, you are carrying the same kind of vision that I have. And even though we engage and have this deep conversation, you still have this contract that you have in place to secure your boundaries and standards, no matter what someone is telling you. You don't even care if they are in alignment with you. You're pulling out the contract to say, hey, this is my boundaries. This is my standards. This is how I operate. Know this ahead of time before I move forward with you. Before you did not have this in place. Now you know better. Because you're understanding the value of your energy as you step forth and maneuver yourself throughout these dimensions, throughout these energetic shifts and changes in your world. That's what this obstacle is about. You circumventing the very issues that you have evolved from because you've learned your lesson. By being too trusting, by being too loving to people who did not deserve you. You were burned at the stake because of it. Now you're saying nobody is going to burn me at that level anymore. Even if you do get hurt, you will not be depleted at the level that you once were. Period. As you navigate yourself throughout this obstacle, you're learning that you should go with the flow that's least resistant. Those you feel most in alignment with, pull out the contract, but still move forward with caution. Move forward with your standards and boundaries. And if you're violated, cut the head off the snake. And don't feel a way about it. Because what you will find here is that you going with the flow will still benefit you to your highest level. Because I can see it here in the stones. You going with the flow will connect you to your personal medicine that will advance you to take action. You will feel it in your gut through your intuition. It will come to you like magic. It will come to you in seconds through contact, through communication. I'm seeing you conversing with people on a deep level. And you start to get signs. You start to get visions about what this connection could bring about, making you want to take action, fueling you up on the highest level like a high tide. In the other direction, you going with the flow will lead you. I can see your personal relationship stone here on top of the nurturing stone. I would initially read this as a romantic connection. But because it's sitting on top of the nurturing stone, this is about you nurturing your personal relationship with yourself. You have learned about self-love. You have learned about self-care on the highest level, on the spiritual level. You have learned to not only care for yourself in a professional way in your work environment, taking care of your family, but now you have learned to put yourself first. Because if you don't, your spiritual self will sink. You will feel the denigration of your spiritual body, and you will not do that anymore because you have learned to nurture this part of yourself. And I can understand why the higher energy started out the initial message with protection of this deep part of yourself and this connectivity with you understanding that the deepest part of yourself that you did not value before, you've learned to put it on the highest regard, put it on a high status, making people earn your energy, making people deserve what you have to offer, no longer giving it away for crumbs, for pennies. No, it comes with a high dollar value energetically. And this information or this understanding is finally sinking into your psyche. On a deep level, your psyche is embracing the value of your spiritual work, of your spiritual self, branching you off into a homecoming of you validating your true identity. No longer compartmentalizing your experience by saying this version of me is only accepted by my family. This version of me is accepted by my work environment. No, you're saying that I am my full self. And I can choose to lend my energy as I see fit, as I desire. You're no longer giving it up to people, making them the authoritative figure in your world by way of acceptance. You're loving yourself and accepting yourself is channeling you in on a deep level that's connecting you with a subspace energetic frequency that is allowing you to connect on a higher level, washing you away from a low level energy. You're no longer letting the traumas of your past predict the future version of yourself. There is a separation here of energy, of you riding this high tide, of you riding the dimensional changes, and it's allowing you to elevate you from the traumas of your past and to create a new narrative for yourself, segueing you to create a new version, a new reality for yourself based on the spiritual version that you have cultivated and is doing wonders, devoting your heart, advancing you to a higher energy that is moving you to new dimensions, new territories, new heights, connecting you to your soul tribe. And now that this is your reality, you're not going to let it slip through your fingertips. You have made it now. You finally got here, and you will not allow you being picture perfect to derail you from expressing this part of yourself out, advancing yourself as you are. Period. Very powerful message. Thank you all for being here with me in tonight's Healing Circle. And if you stayed with me thus far, please be sure to like, to share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I'm going to shift the energy from this very powerful message and change the trajectory. And I'm going to pull some cards to see what other messages the higher energy would like to convey with you all at this time. What other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with the collective? And the cards that came out were higher source, process, truth, course of action, and spiritual family. And what I'm downloading here is that you are indeed connected to a higher source. Some of you are very advanced spiritually. And this is something that you have been processing for quite some time. You know this about yourself. It is the world that doesn't know this about you. It is others who don't know this. You know that this is a part of your truth. This is a part of your reality. It's just something you have not expressed out for the world to know. But now the course that you are taking is that of action. You have enrolled in an action-based course that will teach you how to move forward in this way. In power. Allowing you to trust on your spiritual knowledge that you have cultivated to lead you in the right direction, which is connecting you to your spiritual family. Something here is about this soul tribe, your spiritual family constantly is showing up in this spread. Some of you may have connected with the right energetic source, the right kinds of people, and this could show up in your world in very unique ways. But what I'm sensing here is that it could be something simple as you connecting to the right kinds of messages. It could be YouTube, TikTok, anything on social media. You're getting the right kinds of people to show up in your world, validating your experience. But I can also see this showing up in real time for you. You connecting with the right kinds of people. People that are on your vibration, people that are on your energy. They may not necessarily come with the fullness of the spiritual energy that you have, but there is some shared energy that is connecting you guys on a spiritual level that lets you know that this is the kind of person I need to be around. And it's because you're coming out of this highly charged energy source, or because you're connected to a highly charged energy source. People may not exactly resonate on the same energy that you're on, but the frequency is still connecting you together. It's like you're coming from different houses, but you're eating the same meals. Though you're not raised by the same parents, there is a shared energy surrounding the type of food that you eat. And this is what I mean by frequency. You may share a love for food together. You may share a similar interest together. And you may have put it on a lower level, not giving it the credit or the validation that it deserves. But because the potency keeps showing up, meaning that these people keep showing up time and time again, you may have went to a class or an event and you found this person there. You may have gotten into a work environment and changed your work environment, and that person shows up again. This is what I mean by it showing up in your world over and over again, because the frequency is aligning you all together. Because spiritual family came out and soul tribe came out in the last spread of cards. You're meeting your people. You're finding the kinds of people that are resonating on the same vibration that you're on. So don't be afraid to step out and to say what it is that your energy is feeling. Even though your conscious mind, due to the trauma and your experiences of your past, tell you not to, the energy is so irresistible, it is pushing you to say something. It's pushing your voice out. But what you are finding here is that you're meeting your people. That's what they're wanting to convey with you all at this time. You're connecting to the right kinds of people, and this is going to do wonders and take you very far in your journey, because this is a spiritual connection. So all these dreams that you have written down, all these things that you talk about to yourself, making you feel like you are crazy, when you come in contact or express this out to the open, you will find that you are not alone. You are connecting with spiritual energies. Your soul tribe, other healers, other empaths who have gone through the very same thing, so they know just like you know. And now that you are connecting, you're here to create a new paradigm, not only for yourself, but for the world around you. Period. Wow, very thought-provoking message, very heated message. Thank you all for joining me and contributing your very powerful energy in growing this fire. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to come down and close out tonight's healing circle, and I will see you all at the next.